Hi, happy week 7. Here we are, ready to start our first paper, which will become part of a bigger paper. You're really only writing one paper this semester, and this one is about a charitable organization. You've already chosen it. You gave me a nice introduction in the discussion board last week, so we're going to take it from there. Oh, I should say, hello. I know some of you didn't see my introductory video. You missed me, my monsters. My cat salami sandwich. Say hi, hi. So, hi, I'm Karen. Nice to meet you if you didn't see that video before. Oh, where to begin? Now you have like a physical manifestation of your nightmare. Me and a bunch of monsters talking to you about Discourse 300. Okay, so your task. The purpose of this video is to outline your first writing task, and I have an assignment sheet to go with it. We're writing brief paper. Brief in my reckoning. I'm a writer, so brief is a relative thing, and since I write all the time, 4 pages is quite brief. But for you, it might feel like a big task. I've got some tips to help you get through it, though. Writing more than speaking is my specialty. You've probably noticed that already. So anyway, to get through your first writing task, you really did the bulk of it in your discussion board topic. Everything that's going into your paper was hinted at in that discussion board prompt. You are going to profile. This is not an argumentative paper. This is a expository paper, a paper where you simply explain your organization of choice. And I did sort of stress to you, I want it to be something that you feel a connection to. You either really believe in the mission, or you've been helped by the organization, or you work for the organization, you volunteer for the organization, something. Don't just pick it out of the phone book, right? Phone books. We used to have things called phone books where we'd look up numbers of, I'm old. Don't just look for an organization in a listing of organizations, but look inside your personal Rolodex and find an organization that you care about, that matters to you. You think they do fine work. You'd like to know more about them. I'd like to know more about them too. I think you did a nice job in the discussion board prompt with this aspect of it, finding something that is important to you. Very important part of the whole thing. Now, you need to explain what it is, what kind of work they do, who they serve. That's deeply connected to the first thing. What they do is for a specific audience, right? You should also think about where they get their support. Some organizations are huge national organizations that get support from donors nationwide, and some are local organizations. Some don't cost much. There was an organization somebody had, I'm sorry, I forget the name, where just local people volunteered for things, and the organization was a clearinghouse for volunteer efforts. Probably doesn't have a big overhead like the American Cancer Society or Planned Parenthood. Other topics that were chosen have. The Planned Parenthood has to pay for doctors. A volunteer organization just has to sort of organize people, maybe with volunteer help. So, where do they get their money? It's kind of important because that's one way that we judge charities, is how well they use the funds that they get. Charities are rated. Some of them get a low rating if they don't use funds judiciously. Okay, so what they do, who they serve, how they get their support. It would be nice to know some recent projects that they've been involved in, any activities that are going on in the near future, something about like the life of the organization right now. So we don't want an organization from years past. We want a vibrant organization right now. And certain organizations we have might have an element of controversy to them. So I think it would be wise to start looking into that too. What the controversy is. It's easier with a group, like I said, Planned Parenthood, or even with an animal welfare organization. My cat walks by and shows you his tail at just the right moment. But certain people have complaints against, like farmers sometimes have a complaint against animal welfare organizations because they think it could infringe on the work they do. So there might be an element of controversy that's easy to find, and there might not be any controversy you can spot at all. But you need to put out your radar and find the controversy if you can. I want in this paper for there to be an interview. And I think face-to-face interview is really good because you get some good experience that way. But I'll also allow an email interview. In some organizations, you might have a hard time. Sorry, my computer keeps acting strangely. You might have a hard time getting them to agree to an interview. An organization that has come under scrutiny might be gun-shy about talking to even a student doing a paper, because you could be anybody, right? Or they might be just thrilled to talk to you and have some attention on the good work they do. So I'll help you if you have trouble reaching an organization or getting somebody to agree to speak to you. I was a reporter for about a dozen years, and I have experience with easy, fun interviews and experience with hard interviews. There's another video that is in this series about interviewing specifically. So I'd like you to have in the first paper sources that talk about the organization, probably their own website. That might even be enough. And I'd also like you to have an interview, either with an official with the organization or with somebody who has been helped by the organization. That would be good. So this is just a profile. You're writing a 4-page profile talking about the work they do. And that's it. That's your marching order. It'll be due the end of next week, and we'll look at rough drafts along the way for anybody who'd like to submit one. So that's about it. I'll give you some more written details on this, and you should be good to go, and you're poised to do a pretty good job anyway because you've already started it. So, okay, see you later.